that's fine, I guess. Hey, how's it going? This is my first attempt at recording with my new camera. Nice boy. I spent a pretty penny on it, so I decided I should probably actually try to, record something. I have not uploaded anything in like 2 or 3 weeks, I think. That's mostly because of school starting and shit. But I've also been just focusing on work and everything, and still lifting, obviously. I finished my 3-month bulk, which culminated in the final week of, I did my 3 max out attempts on lifts. I did them all on separate days, according to Jeff Nippard's power building plan. I will link information to that below, because I'm not gonna review it. I'm just gonna say I enjoyed the program. I'm actually gonna run back through it while I'm doing the cut that I'm doing. What I wanted to talk about in this video is my results of the plan, and then I don't know, I'm gonna test out this camera a bit, do a workout, talk to you like about just, I don't know, workout philosophy. We'll see. So it is very fucking cold in Pennsylvania right now. We just had some freezing rain. It's very cold in this garage. For reference, I am the only one who uses this place, which is probably a good thing, because for one thing, it's cold as shit, and I just leave it, a fucking mess. That, this is still from when I deadlifted, because I have not, I had to take a few days off from lifting just because I finished the max out week, and then it's just been very cold. I fell yesterday and smashed the absolute shit out of my elbow, and it did not feel good, so I did not work out. Gotta listen to your body and all that shit. So, but yeah, I'm gonna rip the weight off this thing. I'm doing an upper day, and I'll just go through that and we'll talk as I go through it. Don't know what I was gonna say. Fucking cut my goddamn thumb when I fell yesterday. Don't feel good benching. Shit. I was gonna try benching without these gloves on, and then I remembered I fucking cut my thumb, which was the whole reason why I was wearing the gloves while benching in the first place. Because when I put pressure on this bar without the gloves on, onto this cut, it hurts way more for some reason than with the gloves off. I mean, on. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna pick it up. Oh yeah, boy. Look at this fucking thing shake. This was like a $400 bench. I mean, squat rack. I'm out of breath. This took me half a year to fucking get, I think, because I ordered it during the pandemic. The first time the squat racks came back into stock at all. I ordered this guy off Amazon for more than it was worth. What brand is this? Cat Barbell. Cat Barbell support was absolute dog shit. The amount of times I had to repeat the fact that I when I got sent this, I was missing, had to have been 25% of the parts. Like, so this has a, you know, pull-up bar, the bar holder, or the J-hooks, or whatever the fuck these are called, has these arms to help support it, and, you know, all the bolts and everything. I was missing the bolts. I was missing the entirety of the pull-up bar. I had the nuts for the bolts. I was missing the weight holders. If I find the email, I'll look at it, because I had the list of all the part numbers, because I made sure to, I think the day I got it, I submitted the customer support ticket for it. It took months to get anything. They sent me the bolts initially in just a envelope, then they sent me nothing. So I kept emailing them. For one thing, it took, I think, over a month to get my initial ticket any sort of response, because I mentioned all the parts, and then I had forgotten about the bolts. So I mentioned that in another email. They're like, okay, they said they got the first email and all that stuff. Then the second email, they got all that stuff. They sent me the bolts. I got those like a month after they responded to me. Just radio silence. I had to spam them, and I kept getting new reps, and their phone number never had a customer rep like active. Finally, they got back to me and said that my parts had been sent, and I was like, no, all I've gotten are the fucking bolts. But yeah, it took about 6 months to get all that shit. That was just me bitching about it, basically. But yeah, this thing kind of fucking blows for how much I paid for it. Next exercise. I gotta get some tape or something for this, because for one thing, it's cold as shit out here. So metal, not fun. And you might say, why not get a heater? You can probably hear my shitty little space heater right now. I'm not even looking at the camera lens because I'm socially awkward, but oh fuck. Let's turn that off so you can't hear that shit. You know, I have this, which doesn't fucking do enough. I have to just put my hands in front of it and like just pray. I do have a big old fucking heater that I mounted up there, you know. But what's fun about that is ever since it dipped below, oh god, that's not how I had that on there, is it? There, I'll just talk about this while I do fucking chin-ups. So, you know, have that heater, but ever since it dipped below 30 degrees, that thing will kill the power in this whole garage if it runs for more than about 10 to 15 minutes. Haven't had a chance to have an electrician come look at it, because I did the wire job myself, so I don't know if I fucked something up. It worked for like 2 months before any issues started, but it was also in the 30s that entire time. So I'm going to do chin-ups. Ah, no. Camera, please. I sort of realized that this program had you put in your overhead press max, but I did not test out my new max in overhead press. I think I could at least get my max before. I think I put was 130. So let's go for 135. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do this. 135. Ugh. We'll throw 5 more on. No. We tried. Gonna go inside. Too cold. So I finished my workout out in the garage, and I came back inside, finished all that crap. I'm not gonna record that because it's just kind of cringe to see me doing bicep curls in my bedroom. Just get to the main point of this, where I want to talk about my last week of this program where I maxed out everything: squat, deadlift, bench, and my totals were 245 with the bench, 315 in the squat. And a 410 for deadlift. All these numbers, very good to me. Like the 410 deadlift surprised me, and the 315 squat was also a bit surprising to me. I wanted to break 400 and break 300 in deadlift and squat respectively, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. And then I was able to do it a little bit more, which was really nice. Honestly, I think with bench I could have gone higher, but I was a little scared of having, no spotter in my garage and dying live on Twitch TV /Huntertpk. Follow me on Twitch, goddammit. I'm going to do a cut. I've never done a proper cut except for, I lost a whole lot of weight. I was mostly looking to do weight loss instead of build muscle or get lean or anything like that. Where now I've done this bulking phase where I've put on about 10 to 13 pounds. So the plan is we're going for 175 to 180, and we're looking for around 10% body fat is the goal. I think I'm sitting right around 18 to 20% right now. Doing 3,000 calories a day on the bulk. I've been at 2,500 the past few days because I'm out of the bulking phase and I was just doing maintenance until I figured out what I wanted to do. I'm going to go to like 2,400 calories, and I'm pretty strict with my recording my calories. I weigh out everything. I don't go anywhere. All I'm doing is working, lifting, doing schoolwork, and eating. And I cook basically all of my own meals. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm putting into my body. So we're going to go for 2,400 calories, doing 30 minutes of cardio at least every other day, if not every day. While I'm doing that, and I'm adding the cardio because I don't want to go into such an extreme calorie deficit that I lose a high amount of muscle. I'm also trying to maintain my strength while losing weight. If anything, I want to keep increasing my strength, which is obviously I'm going to lose some muscle mass. That's just going to happen with losing weight, but I want to keep my strength levels where they're at and just keep progressing in general. I think I will probably start doing just weekly sort of talk at the camera, tell you how I'm doing with this sort of thing. If I'm having any struggles, tell you what I'm up to when it comes to creative stuff. I'm going to be making other videos too, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just going to use this camera. This is a really nice camera. I like it a lot. I like making videos. I'll probably do wacky, stupid edits. We'll see. I don't know. We're going into a fat loss period. I'm going to be probably a little ornery because I'm cutting out food. Actually, I never got the whole, you're eating less, how some people say they get, snappy and stuff when they're, on a cut and everything. I feel so much better because whenever I was doing the bulk, I just felt like I had to eat, it was so hard for me to eat a lot of low-calorie foods to hit my goal, where I was eating some amount of junk, not like a whole lot, but it was in there at least somewhat, and then that made me kind of feel shitty. When I eat clean, I feel so much better. I sleep better and everything, so I'd much rather be in a calorie deficit eating good quality food than eating in a surplus eating crappy food. So
But in reality, I should just be eating at maintenance most of the time, eating good food, and like sometimes eating poorly. I'm starting to ramble. I'm just going to finish this video. I'm doing a cut. I'll talk to you about it at some point. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you want to hear me bitch and complain and how I do all this stuff. Goodbye.